Hey, good evening, everybody. It's Wednesday night. Let's talk about some music. This is going to be an extremely busy week for music. We'll jump into the nitty gritty of the details of the who's and where's and whys of that here in just a little bit. Um, but before we do, we'll start off the way we always do. Let's talk about some of the amazing and talented artists that we have in and around the area and let you know where you can find some of your favorite local musicians um, over the course of the next couple of weeks. Brewster and Co. Band. They're back and they're ready to play again. Last weekend, as is unfortunate, there was some illness that kind of crept into the picture, and unfortunately, at the last minute, they had to cancel their weekend plans for last weekend. But they're feeling much better this week, and you can catch them Saturday night at Wilson Cafe. Next weekend, Friday, September 20th, you can find them at Main Street Pizza. And Saturday, September 21st, they will be at Stumpy's Backyard Barbecue. John Jones has got a couple of, I would say busy weeks, but this is kind of like a typical schedule for John. September 13th, he'll be at Upper Crust. September 14th, Big O's Ribs. Hey, by the way, if you happen to be here on the show last week, you'll notice that I actually did correct the spelling of that slide. September 18th, uh, which is next Wednesday. He'll be at the Social. September 20th, Spring River Draft House. September 21st, he's got two gigs coming up. From 11 to 2, you can catch him at Cotton Fest. And then at 7 p.m. that evening, you will find him at Skinny J's in Paragould. And this week in music for Jake Lung. Tonight, Jake Lung kicked off a solo performance around 7 o'clock. He's been going at it for about an hour and a half. Based on the way that he usually works, he's probably got another half hour to an hour left in him. That being said, if you're at home right now and you're anywhere near I am, you're probably not going to make it before the end of the show. Or at the very least, you're going to be right there at the end of the show. But anyway, he is at Forest Roots tonight. Tomorrow night, he'll be at the Ridgepoint Country Club in Jonesboro. Friday, the 13th, you can catch the band at the Sidecar Cafe in South Haven. Saturday, he's going to be at a private event at the Full Throttle in Trimble, Tennessee. And then Sunday Fun Day is back at LA Nights, and you can catch him in Paragould at LA Nights at 6 p.m. Yes, that's right. The return of Sunday Fun Day. This Sunday, September 15th at 6 p.m. Back by popular request, Sunday Fun Day, and Jake Lung. Jet and the organization are taking this weekend off, but you can catch them next weekend for a doubleheader at 3 p.m. They will be at the Pemco Eagles for the Dennis Gurley benefit. And later on that evening at 8 p.m., you will find them at Forest Roots. Randy Harrington and the Southern Tradition Band will be at Cooking for a Cure in Blytheville this Friday. And Saturday, you can catch them in Halls, Tennessee at the county fair. Blacktop will be at Ish's Bassett next Saturday night, September 21st. The Eric Edwards Trio will be at Main Street Pizza this Saturday. And next Saturday, you can catch them at Raps Baron. Hunter Creed will be at Main Street Pizza this Friday, September 13th. And Saturday, you can catch Hunter at Laredo Smokehouse and Grill. Next weekend, Hunter will be at Gavin's Downtown next Saturday, September 21st. Laura Caroline will be at the Roundup Music Show in Brooklyn next Saturday night. The Electric Voodoo Explosion, and you're going to start hearing this show up a few times, and we'll, like I said, we'll talk about it more as we go through the evening. Um, the Electric Voodoo Explosion will be at Local Fest this Friday night on the Barton stage at Huntington Square from 5 to 5:45, and then later that evening at Brick House from 7:30 to 8:15. September 21st, which will be next Saturday, you can find them at the Judd Hill Farmers Market. They usually play from about 9:30 to 11:30. That's in the AM. Next Saturday morning, September 21st, at the Judd Hill Farmers Market. Your very own Joe Bateman and the 870 Boys will be at Local Fest 5 on the main stage. They're going to kick off playing around 10 o'clock. And according to Joe, they are going to play until they chase them out. Probably around like 11:30, if I were guessing. The acoustic musical trio of the Happy Campers will be at Skinny J's in Paragould this Saturday, September 14th, and next Saturday at Bigger's Bluff. You can catch Brandy Lee at Local Fest this Saturday, September 14th. She will be at Skinny J's in Jonesboro from 11 to 11:45. The Storyline has published their final show dates for 24, which include Friday, September 13th. They will be on the Local Fest main stage at 7 p.m. And Saturday, September 14th, they will be at the Local Fest Union Park stage at 10 p.m. Judah Dean will be live at Local Fest. You can catch him at 1:30 to 2:15 at Skinny J's on Saturday, September 14th. And then later on that evening, you can find him on stage 2 from 5 to 5:45. Hank Nightshade and the Midnight Suns will be on the main stage at 7:30 p.m. Saturday, September 14th at Local Fest. By the way, the release for Hank Nightshade's and the Midnight Suns new single "Run to the End of the World" will be taking place Saturday morning, September 14th. Delta Canyon will be at Fox Creek Barbecue in Batesville from 7 to 9 p.m. on Saturday, September 14th. I know it almost does seem kind of surprising that there's, more places than just Jonesboro that are going to have music going on this weekend, right? It's kind of crazy, but yeah, that's the way it is. Some of the venues that are going to be showing music around the area: Skinny J's in Paragould will be hosting the Happy Campers this Saturday, September 14th, and John Jones, September 21st. This Friday night, the country band Cliff and Susan will be at the Collins Theater. And Saturday, you can catch Bonjour presenting the music of Journey, Heart, and Bon Jovi. Both of those shows will kick off at 7 p.m. at the historic Collins Theater in downtown Paragould, Arkansas. Skinny J's in Jonesboro will have Kimberly Ruth Ann on Thursday, September 12th, and Brian Nobles on Thursday, September 19th. It's the return of Sunday Fun Day with Jake Lung at Paragould's very own LA Nights, taking place this Sunday, September 15th at 6 p.m. This weekend's Live in the Lobby: Friday night featuring Walter Stewart, and Saturday featuring Eric Edwards. I don't know if that's just going to be Eric Edwards' solo act or if it's going to be the whole Eric Edwards trio. My suspicion is probably because of the venue, it's probably just going to be Eric by himself. But I could be surprised. J Town's Grill, where the locals go, will be featuring Griff the Drifter this Friday night and Saturday, the Damn Randies. Live at Forest Roots. Forest Roots has got a great lineup going on for the rest of the month. We already mentioned that Jake Lung is currently playing there right now. Tomorrow night, you can catch Justin Andrews. I shouldn't say that Forest Roots strives to have live music 3 or 4 nights a week, and they're doing a pretty good job of it over the at least the next couple of weeks. Like I said, tonight they've got Jake Lung. Tomorrow night will be Justin Andrews at 6:30. Saturday, September 14th, you can catch Dustin Martin. September 18th, which is next Wednesday, Jake Lung will be back at Forest Roots. September 19th, Nashville Skyline. September 21st, next Saturday, Jet and the Organization. And then rounding out the month on Wednesday, September 25th, Lance McDaniel. And Saturday, September 28th, they're going to take music in a new direction and have karaoke on Saturday, September 28th. I have, speaking about karaoke, I have very mixed feelings about karaoke, and I may get, I may make some people unhappy with me when I say this, but as a general rule, I don't like karaoke. And I think probably part of the reason why is because my experience with karaoke has mostly taken place in an alcohol laden environment. And it has been my observation that that tends to make people that can't believe that they can sing. And I enjoy music. I enjoy lots of different genres and styles of music, and I like listening to music a lot. And when I hear people that are, and I understand artistic license as well, but when there are people that are just outright slaughtering a song, it makes me sad. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not a super big fan of karaoke. Some people do it really well. And when there's somebody who is doing karaoke really well, it's an amazing thing. Um, I wish I could see more of that. So I might have to see if I can seek out some locations where I can that can be a thing. Anyway, that's just a personal thing there. This Sunday, the Coffee Room is going to be having brunch beats featuring DJ Daryl Sykes from 11 to 1 p.m. September 15th at 223 Main Street in Jonesboro. There are several events that are coming up in and around the area if you're looking for live local music. Local Fest 5. We've been talking about this one a lot, right? Um, oh, you know what? I missed a slide. I absolutely missed a slide. Hmm. I am so sorry for that. I just realized that I did it. Here, let me show you this. I had this out here because I was going to need to reference it, and I apparently um, so when I put the slide deck together, I can kind of go through it, and if there's somebody that doesn't have something this week, I just simply hide that slide so it'll skip it, and then when I go back to add it the next week, I have to unhide it if I'm going to be putting something in about that particular group. And I apologize to native strangers because I built a slide. I remember building it, and I remember I was going to have this screen here um, on my on the side because I knew when I showed you this with the Native Strangers logo and then next to it being this this calendar, you weren't going to be able to read this. I mean, just as it is right now, it's going to be pretty hard to read. But what that is that the Native Strangers are going to be on the main stage Saturday, September 14th from 6:15 to 7 p.m. So, yeah, I apologize to the Native Strangers for failing to include them in that. But yeah, there are a lot of bands that are going to be at Local Fest this weekend. Um, just a bunch. And I don't know if anybody actually, like said, yes, this is the number. This is the all the the number for all of the bands that are going to be there. But this is the man. I am telling you what I am. This is something else. There you go. I'm not sure why that didn't pop up for me just a minute ago. This is the list of all the bands that are going to be at local festival over the course of the next couple of days, Friday and Saturday, September 13th and 14th. Um, the Gravel Yard, Mountain Sprout, Native Strangers, March to August, Roll Cage Mary, Lucas Tyler, REC, Joe Bateman and the 870 Boys, Phantom Sam, Corey Jackson, The Storyline, Hillstead, Still Pilgrims, Burning Genesis, Kane's Alibi, J Ray, Mike Hewitt and the Racket, The Last Monarchs of Fall, Black River Pearl, Joey Evans Band, Cosmic Collective, Carson Story and the Misfits, and Grandma Chandler, Adria, Hank Nightshade and the Midnight Suns, Lloyd Moon, Zayden J, Anna Brinker, Adam Barnard, Rage Runoff, Chili Bones. I made it bigger so I can read it better. Paul Hare and the Wooden Nickels, Icarus Jen, Mike Oregano, High Maintenance, Brandy Lee, Clayton Hair Noon, Just Jeff, Chieftain Lane Revival, Inside Marcellus Wallace, Almost Guilty, Canyon Creek Band, Sleuthfoot, Fireside Duo, John Spencer, Judah Dean, Electric Voodoo Explosion, Craig Estes, Neurologic, The Infinite Calling, The Temples, Blackberry Blood by Africa Anderson, Chris Baker Band, Damian Holt, Whosoever Worship Collective, James Carville, Batterton and Edwards, Victoria Lynn Hickman, Shira and Fred, Madison Mothershed, Glenn Austin, Striding the Blast, Jesse Rawls, Be Like, Kilgorius, Calvin, Calvin Cash, and more. So that's as close as I can get you to a list of everybody that's going to be at Local Fest this weekend. Now, notice at the end of that list said and more, so that means there very well can be more that are not listed right there, but there's going to be a lot. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to take this list and start incorporating them into the ones that I track so that I can actually start keeping you updated if these groups are going to be having other events and they're going to be playing in other places locally. So I'm going to use this as kind of a way to expand the bands that I track, make more work for myself because I'm good like that. Because I'm just good like that. What can I say? Um, other things going on this weekend. Like I said, a lot of stuff going on at Local Fest. But other things going on this weekend, Depot Days 2024 will be taking place in Newport. That will be taking place Friday, September 13th and Saturday, September 14th as well. September 13th, Friday at 6:30 p.m. You can check out Seeing Red. And then Saturday, they got a full day of events lined up for you there in Newport as well. Tina Kasi, Tiger Lily Gold. That was hard for me to say. And Abby Anderson among those that will be playing on Saturday. Northeast Arkansas District Fair is coming up in just a couple of weeks. It's the The fair is going to run from the 19th through the 28th. So you're going to get 2 weekends in there and then a few extra days. So it's going to be about 10 days long. Things are going to have going on at the fair. Um, September 23rd, Barry Wolverton will be providing entertainment on the main stage at the fair. I couldn't find a picture of Barry. I'm going to keep looking for one, but I couldn't find one when I was looking for one. Downton Abbey with Abby Platter will be there September 27th. These are not in order by any means. June and Giles on September 26th. Lori Dial and Friends September 28th. And the Jake Long Band will be at the Northeast Arkansas District Fair on September 25th. So that means September 23rd is Monday. And then the 25th is Wednesday. So I don't have anything for Tuesday. I'm not sure if I missed that or if they didn't have anything there. But it looks like the full week of the fair there will be music on September 23rd, September 25th, 26th, 27th, and 28th. Also going on September 27th and 28th will be the Downtown Jonesboro Barbecue Festival. Music there. The Bandy Heathers, Stephen Percy from Rat, and Al Capone will be there, among others. Rising in the Fall is going to be taking place on Saturday, October 12th in Rising, Arkansas. One of their featured artists will be Jonesboro's own Mary Beth Bird. The Shotgun Billies will be at Fall Fest in Memphis on October 19th, opening for 38 Special. And then running out toward the end of October, October 26th, which would be the Saturday. I knew that. October 26th, the Brickhouse Grill in Jonesboro is going to have 3 bands on one night. You can get Hank Nightshade and the Midnight Suns, Reveille Hills, and Native Strangers all on one night at the Brickhouse in Jonesboro. All right, that's what we have going on in and around the area for music coming up. Like I said, lots of music going on this weekend. Local Fest is going to be a huge draw. If you're looking for music, you're going to have 2 days of pretty much all day long local music. If you're interested in listening to some of that, there's going to be multiple stages and lots of things to do. There's going to be vendors and food trucks and local artisans and craftsmen and just lots of stuff to do downtown. So if you're looking for something to do this weekend, definitely Local Fest 5. But Local Fest isn't the only place you're going to find local music. You also find it in a lot of the regular venues where you would normally find music around the area. There's going to be music in Newport. There's going to be music at J Towns Grill. There's going to be music at a lot of your regular music spots. So if you're looking for music, there's always some great, fabulous music to be found in and around the Northeast Arkansas area. I hope you find some wonderful music to listen to this weekend. I hope you have fun. Get out. It might rain a little bit on Friday. I mean, it's a possibility. Saturday's probably going to be a really nice day, though, so don't let a little rain scare you off. Go out and find something to do. And now, before I go, I mentioned this last night in my weekend recap stream on the Sidetracks and Splinters channel, and I feel like I need to mention it here as well. So, I've been doing this for about a year and a half, and I've really enjoyed doing it. The software that I use to put together the slide decks and to control the turning everything off and on and scheduling all the shows and being able to merge the streams and send, the feed to YouTube and the feed to Facebook and the feed to Instagram or wherever I happen to be going with this particular stream. The software that I've been using to do that is a software called StreamYard. And StreamYard has recently released a bunch of new features. But unfortunately, along with the new features, the plans that they had before, their subscription plans, they decided to revamp those those subscription plans. And what that has done is it has meant that they have, uh, and I'm not getting any of the fancy packages. When I tell you they have they have a free plan and then they have three paid tiers. And I was in the lowest of the three paid tiers. And my cost to use the software was $240 a year. They gave me a $10 discount my first year, so it was $230, but still, my cost to use the software was $230 a year. I do this for fun. I don't have any sponsors. I'm not opposed to any sponsors, but I don't have any sponsors. Um, so I don't have any way to help offset that cost. It's all I absorb it and I do it just so that I can. Um, but that being said, um, StreamYard has revamped, and now their lowest tier package is going to cost $430 a year. And I'll just be completely honest with you, that's more cost than I can absorb. I don't have $430 and change to pay to StreamYard to continue to do this. Um, Also, the month of October is going to be ridiculously busy for me. There is going to be a family wedding that is coming up in October, and there's going to be a lot of things related to that I'm going to be involved in. And I'm not going to have, I'm hoping I have time to sleep and eat. But the month of October is going to be crazy busy. So, with the two of those things in mind, and my renewal date is October 5th. Um, so, with the two of those things in mind, I'm going to take a hiatus from providing you your local music updates for the month of October. I'm not going to do any streaming for the month of October. I'm taking the entire month of October off so that I can focus on things here with family that I need to take care of. Um, During that time, my goal is to be able to find an alternative software, something that's more affordable. And I've done some looking, and there are a few options out there, and I need to kind of kick the tires on them a little bit and kind of see how they're going to work, see if it's going to be something that's going to be functional, something that I can use, something that will be um, something that will give me the tools that I need in order to be able to do this. So that being said, um, I'm going to be taking the month of October off. Hopefully, we'll be back about the 1st of September to resume giving you these updates. Um, that's kind of a little up in the air right now. I hope to, but we're just going to have to wait and see how things work out. In the meantime, we do have a couple of shows left before the end of October, and I'm not going to beat this. I'm going to mention this. I mentioned this on the recap stream yesterday. I mentioned it to you today, and then I'll mention it tomorrow night on the weekend update channel. So, and then I won't mention it again until the end of the month. About the end of the month, I will make a post just to kind of recap, give you guys a heads up about what's going on. Until then, we will see you back next weekend, and we will talk about more music stuff. All right. You guys have a great week. Go find some music. Enjoy yourself. And have a good weekend. Good night, everybody.